We move on, and I invite Ms. Pevneva, Head of International Relations Department from Kuzbass State Technical University, to take a floor and tell us about well-renowned university. Good morning. The university is based on the coal mining capital of Russia, city of Kemerovo. Please, Inna, take a floor.
Yeah, good afternoon. Dear organizers, dear students, dear parents, let me greet you all this afternoon on the behalf of our university, Kuzbass Gorbachev State Technical University, located in the city of Kemerovo. My name is Inna Pevneva, and I'm the head of international department. And today I will be very happy to tell you about what majors can we offer for international students and what kind of life would you expect if you decide to join our international student community in the coming years. Our university was founded in 1950, first as a mining construction college, and then it grew into one of the most influential educational institutions in the area of technical education. The history and development of the university is deeply interlaced with the history of the region. Kuzbass is an industrial coal mining region and produces over half of all coal production and processing of the Russian Federation. Thus, the focus of the university is on training specialists for the coal enterprises and other industry sectors. Next slide, please. On the map, you can see the location of Kemerovo city. It is in the southwest of Siberia, and it takes about 4 hours flight from Moscow, which actually can be a good advantage for students who come from Asian countries, as it is possible to use other hubs for direct flights to Siberia. I'm sure that Siberia is, for many of you, wrapped up in stereotypes of dread cold and eternal winter. And I'm sure if you come and see it by yourself, you will enjoy breathtaking nature, multinational, multilingual community, very friendly environment, and great academic resources. The university campus is located right in the city center. Student dorms are about 5 to 7 minutes walk from the university buildings. There are over 7,000 students at present and 4,000 more in the branches of the universities in the cities of the region. However, most of international students prefer the head university and stay in Kemerovo. The teaching staff of the head university is over 600 professors and lecturers, most of whom hold the highest academic degrees and are devoted to scientific research projects which are very acute for sustainable development, like environmental protection, recycling of industrial waste, water cleaning technology, and safety labor measures. We understand that the success of the university to a large degree depends on its diversity and international links. So we are trying to expand the geography, and this academic year we have representatives from 11 countries, most of whom study on educational programs of higher education, that is bachelor and master degree and specialist degree. Can we move on? Yes, thank you. So let me move on to educational programs of the university that we offer for undergraduate and graduate levels. There are 6 institutes that represent the basic spheres of industries and educational majors. The Institute of Oil, Gas Technology offers majors in chemical technology, chemical engineering, energy, resources, conservation process and chemical engineering, and petrochemistry. All of these spheres are extremely essential for future industrial development. And the graduates are for sure to be in demand for enterprises, factories, labs, and scientific communities. The next institute is Institute of IT, Mechanical Engineering, and Motor Transport. It prepares students for bachelor and master degrees in IT systems, technology, applied informatics, machine engineering, technology of transport processing. Having graduated from this program, students can easily find employment and make a career in home countries or start working for an international enterprises. Construction Institute. It offers education in construction of unique buildings and structures, engineering in industrial and civil construction. Construction is one of the most demanded specialties globally, As everything around us, the buildings, bridges, roads are all designed and implemented by graduates of this institute. Power Engineering Institute for bachelor and master degree offers electrical power engineering and electrical engineering. Graduates work in the sphere of power engineering on enterprises, industrial units, and this year we have a new major opening of industrial electronics, and it welcomes students who want to connect their life to production of modern electrical tools and technology, including programming and IT. Thank you. Mining Institute is the only institute that offers educational program for a specialist degree, which takes 5.5 years, and it doesn't require taking a master degree course afterwards. So that's why this specialist program is very valuable and is very popular among international students. Mining Institute offers majors in mining and applied geology. Over half of all international students prefer this institute as they plan to go back to home countries and work for mining or processing industry. Also, there are many success stories when students started as simple mining specialists and then they go up to top management of mining enterprise. The graduates also are in need in mining and underground transport, design, planning, monitoring, and safety labor. Institute of Economics and Management also offers higher educational programs in economics, management, accounting and audit, digital economics, marketing, and business analytics. Of course, economist graduates have a variety of choice of employment, self-employment, starting from establishing their own business to working in a large international companies. As for the admission of documents, we also have the standard form, and what you need is to fill in the application form. Usually the starting date for application process is in June, 20th of June. And I think this year we'll also be having it in a distant regime, distant mode, and it will be possible to pass the examination in distance. Please pay attention that it usually takes about 30 days for invitation to be issued, so make sure you do it in advance. Educational programs are in Russian, so if you don't have yet the Russian language skills, it is advisable for you to start with the foundation course, which usually lasts for 8 months, and where you can study Russian language and physics, the basics of IT and mathematics, which can help you to your further studying. And after graduating from foundation course, you get a certificate which allows you to proceed your studying with a bachelor or master degree. Yes, can we move on, please? Accommodations. The university has 5 dormitories, and all students who are enrolled in educational programs live in student dormitories located in the city center, not very far from the university buildings. The price depends on your preference. So usually there are rooms for 4 students, for 2 students. It depends on your preference. It depends on on the availability of rooms as well. But usually it is very comfortable to get into the dormitories, and it is right near the campus, and it's very easy for accessibility, for transport and everything. Can we move on? Yes. We believe that it is important to give an opportunity for students not only to get education that will give a chance to support themselves, but to create an environment for self-expression and for talent development. So in the university, there are various fields of extracurricular activities, such as student scientific clubs, where you can work on projects, take part in conferences. There are many projects that the university holds together with enterprises where students can take part and be the developer of certain projects that can be implemented afterwards on enterprise. If you are a creative person, there is dancing and theater. Maybe this would be interesting for you. And the theater of the university has many times become a winner in international competitions and festivals. Good student is a healthy student. So actual as never before. So playing team sports, skiing is always available as well. And if you have never been mountain ski or snowboarding or snowmobile, you can visit our ski resort in a fantastic touristic place of Sheregesh. It's a countrywide ski resort and open for 8 months of the year. You can try and challenge the snow and challenge yourself. For the students of our university, it is free of charge, and there are special buses that deliver you to that place. Talking about the city itself, as I mentioned, Kemerovo is an industrial city. Nowadays, the population is about 500,000, a little bit more than 500,000 people. And it started about 70 years ago as a small mining village. The industrialization of the city was driven by coal mining and the heavy industry based on the availability of coal reserves. Now it's a modern city, relatively not big, very comfortable for living and rich in cultural life for students. There are 4 other universities in the city, and student community is very friendly and multicultural. Nevertheless, please keep in mind the climate specifics. Summers here usually are but quite warm and sunny, but winters can be harsh with temperature less than 30 degrees in January and February. So it might take some time for accommodation for students who come from warmer climates. So that's why we would advise you to come in advance, come in summertime, and will take 4-5 weeks for adaptation. Winters are snowy, yes, but there is a central heating everywhere, so there is no chance you can freeze while in classes. Dear students, don't be afraid of Siberia, Russia. Discover it for yourself. I'm sure that will be one of the most remarkable periods of your life. And as one wise man said, life consists not on those days which we have lived, but on those which you remember. So I wish you good luck and many memorable moments, no matter what destination for study you choose. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ina. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Good
Thank you for
afternoon.
this presentation. I think we are looking for questions on the chat. Meanwhile, I want to ask, I'm sure that you have many industrial partners in different spheres of economy. Maybe you can share some details if they are offering any scholarships from their behalf to international students. If you have such experience, please.
Thank you for the question. Indeed, the university has a lot of industrial partners and that work on mutual scientific projects that really can be implemented and used in the region and on the countrywide. We don't yet have their individual scholarships for international students, but it can be a good resource for the future. So that's actually a great idea. So we might contact with our partners enterprises, and give them this idea. So probably for the next year, we can establish some, and it's a great resource. Thank you.
Yes, right. Thank you so much. And we have a question from the chat. The question is, from which year from which year of study it is possible to get an employment, if you know?
Yeah, thank you. Of course, nowadays, international students who study full-time are able to get employment at any time while being the student. But we advise our students to study full-time and devote their time to studying at least the first 2 years, especially their international students, yeah, and if they speak Russian not very good yet. So starting from the 3rd year, junior year, senior years, they are allowed to work legally, and it will be easier for them to find employment as they already have some linguistic ability speaking Russian. It's possible to find occupation on campus, for example, involving in different projects, or it can be outside of campus. So, but still, we would like to say that, of course, the major target for student is to study. So it's better if you focus on study first, and for employment, you will have the whole entire life.
Yes, that's right. And I also want to say that you don't need to be afraid of coming to Russia because it's not like in other countries. We have very affordable living costs. We have very affordable tuition fees and everything. So don't be afraid. Just come and experience Russian education by yourself.
Exactly. If you compare their fee for education and especially the accommodation, yeah, which is very, very low priced. So of course it's a great advantage, and we welcome international students.
Okay. My next question is, how many students from Africa do you have now? And if you have any, maybe you can tell us if it is difficult for them to settle in new environment in Siberia.
Thank you. In our university at present moment, we don't have students from Africa, but we have some in their partner universities of the region. It depends on the majors which students choose. Of course, for them, getting accustomed to the climate might take some time. Yeah, it's of course more individual if a person has traveled already to a cold climate or not. So, but nevertheless, if you're coming from Africa, from other Asian countries or Latin America, all students are involved into international student community between the universities and within our university. So if you have any other problems, any problems at all, yeah, with accommodation, with health, and all international students should get their insurance, medical insurance, yeah. You can always refer to the international office of the university. There are tutors who accompany students, international students. There are buddies, students that are always ready to help international students. So most of the problems can be solved. It just depends on your desire and your courage.
Right. So we have only 1 minute left. So I would like to give a floor again to you for some closing remark that you would like to address to potential students.
Thank you very much. Well, thank you for organizers, first of all, for everyone who joined us today. And one more time, let me welcome you to our university, Kuzbass Gorbachev State Technical University. You're welcome to Siberia, welcome to Russia. Don't be afraid of stereotypes, break them, break the boundaries, and I'm sure this will be very memorable and very useful experience for you. You're welcome.